Good morning, good noon, and good afternoon to all my orchid lovers. Wherever you're tuning in from around the world, I'm sending you and your beautiful orchids lots of love and good health. Today, I'm excited to share with you a very special orchid care secret, a method I've discovered over the years that's not just effective, but also completely organic and incredibly gentle on your plants. If you're passionate about orchids and want more of these easy, all-natural care methods, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and tap that notification bell so you never miss a tip. At first glance, the orchid looks quite healthy. The leaves are still green, upright, and appear firm to the touch. They might even have a nice sheen, which can easily trick us into thinking the plant is doing just fine. But when we take a closer look at the roots, the real story begins to unfold. Many of the roots are dry, shriveled, and brittle. Some have turned a dark brown or black color, showing clear signs of rot. Next, we're going to carefully remove the orchid from its plastic pot to examine the roots. This step is essential. Even if the leaves look healthy, the real condition of the plant lies below the surface. As we gently loosen the orchid from the pot, we start to see what's been hidden. Right away, it's clear that the root system is in trouble. There are quite a few roots that are dry, thin, and almost papery. When touched, they crumble or snap easily. These are completely dehydrated and no longer functioning. Mixed in with those, we can also spot some roots that are dark brown or even black. I'll begin by carefully removing all the old moss medium from around the roots and replacing it with fresh, clean sphagnum moss. Repotting like this is an essential step. Not only does it give the plant a fresh, healthier growing environment, but it also gives me the perfect opportunity to thoroughly inspect and treat the roots. This ensures I'm creating the most supportive conditions for recovery and new growth. Moss is a wonderful medium for orchids because it retains moisture effectively, which is especially helpful for young or recovering plants. However, over time, it begins to break down. Old moss becomes compacted and starts to decompose. When this happens, it holds too much water, reduces airflow, and creates a damp, suffocating environment for the roots. This trapped moisture can encourage bacteria and fungi to grow, both of which are harmful to your orchid's health. With the dead moss gone and the damaged roots removed, the remaining healthy roots can now breathe, absorb oxygen more efficiently. So now, I'll go ahead and trim away all the damaged roots. This is such an important part of orchid care. By removing these weak, rotting roots, I'm actually helping the plant redirect its energy and nutrients toward growing strong, healthy new ones. You see, when an orchid has to support dead or decaying roots, it ends up wasting valuable resources that could be better used elsewhere, like developing fresh root growth and strengthening the overall plant. Trimming off these old, worn-out roots not only relieves that burden, but also sends a kind of signal to the plant that it's time to push out new growth. And these new roots are much more efficient at absorbing water and nutrients. They'll be stronger, healthier, and better able to support recovery after the stress of repotting. We're going to trim off all the black, rotting areas on the stem. This step is really important because those dark, mushy spots are often a breeding ground for bacteria and fungal infections. Next, I'll rinse the entire plant gently under running water. After trimming off the damaged and rotting roots, this step is essential to ensure that no residual dirt, decayed material, or harmful organisms remain on the plant. Rinsing helps thoroughly clean the root system and the base of the orchid, giving it a fresh start before we move on to repotting. It washes away any leftover pieces of the old growing medium, which might be carrying bacteria, fungal spores, or pests that could continue to infect the plant in its new pot. This clean process also helps us clearly see the remaining healthy roots, making it easier to check for any spots we might have missed earlier. It prepares the orchid to better adapt to its new growing environment, reduces the chance of disease, and improves the chances of quick recovery and strong new growth. It's like giving the plant a clean slate free from any hidden threats so it can thrive. Let's use a soft cloth to gently dry the plant. After rinsing, it's important not to leave excess moisture clinging to the leaves, stem, or roots, especially around any fresh cuts or trimmed areas. Gently patting the plant dry helps prevent water from sitting in those crevices, which could invite bacteria or fungal infections. I have created subtitles in multiple languages. Please select your preferred language. Comment below and let me know which country you are watching from. It's amazing that we can connect from all around the world. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to support me and never miss any orchid care tips. Prepare a coconut. Use 100 milliliters of coconut water. Let's dilute the mixture with 1,000 milliliters of clean water. Using coconut water instead of plain water adds natural sugars, minerals, and growth-promoting hormones that can boost the orchid's health even more. Use 3 tablets of vitamin B1. Vitamin B1 is great for orchids because it helps reduce transplant shock and promotes stronger root growth. Adding it to your care routine supports the plant's recovery and encourages healthier, more vigorous development. Let's let the solution rest for 20 minutes. We use 1 liter of water. Use 1 tablespoon of baking soda. Baking soda helps balance the pH level of the soil or growing medium, creating a healthier environment for your orchid's roots. It can also act as a natural fungicide, helping to prevent fungal infections and keeping your plant disease-free. Let's let the solution rest for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, once the baking soda has fully dissolved, we will soak the plant in the solution. Soaking the orchid while its wounds are still open is especially important because the baking soda helps create a cleaner, less acidic environment around those vulnerable areas. After soaking the plant in the baking soda solution for 20 minutes, we'll gently use that same solution to wipe down the leaves of the weak orchid. This step helps remove any lingering pests like spider mites or aphids and cleans off dust or residues that might block sunlight. Wiping the leaves with the baking soda mixture also helps strengthen the plant's natural defenses, making it less prone to infections or further damage. It's a gentle yet effective way to refresh the leaves, allowing the orchid to absorb more light and nutrients for faster recovery and healthier growth. Don't forget to wipe the underside of the orchid leaves too. That area is often where pests like spider mites and aphids like to hide and cause damage. Gently cleaning the bottom of the leaves with the baking soda solution helps remove these hidden threats and keeps the plant healthier overall. Because baking soda solution has strong antibacterial and antifungal properties, soaking your planting moss in it for about a full day is a great way to disinfect and refresh the growing medium. When moss is stored or reused, it can harbor harmful bacteria, fungi, or pests that might not be visible but can seriously affect your orchid's health once planted. This treatment helps maintain the moss's natural moisture retention without encouraging the growth of unwanted microorganisms. Soak it for a day. After soaking for 20 minutes in the coconut water mixed with vitamin B1 solution, once all the nutrients have fully dissolved and blended together, place the plant into the solution to soak again. Soak it for 30 minutes. After soaking the roots for 30 minutes, we'll take the coconut water and vitamin B1 solution and gently wipe the entire plant, including the leaves and stem. This process does more than just clean the plant. It helps deliver essential nutrients directly to the leaf surfaces where they can be absorbed more efficiently. Wiping the leaves with this nutrient-packed solution also helps remove dust, pests, and any residue that might block sunlight. Cleaner leaves can absorb more light, leading to increased photosynthesis, which is vital for producing the energy the plant needs to grow healthy, vibrant leaves. Now, let's carefully apply cinnamon powder to the wound on the orchid. This step is really important because cinnamon isn't just a common kitchen spice. It's also a natural antifungal and antibacterial agent. When you dust the wound gently with cinnamon, you're helping to create a protective barrier that keeps harmful bacteria and fungi from entering the open cut. This is crucial because wounds on plants are vulnerable to infections, which can slow down healing or even cause serious damage. Cinnamon also helps to dry out the wound by absorbing excess moisture, which encourages the plant to seal the injured area faster and reduces the risk of rot. By applying cinnamon, you're giving your orchid the best chance to recover quickly and stay healthy. Taking this extra step after pruning or repotting can make a big difference, especially if the plant has been stressed. Wait for the plant to dry after 1 day. After 1 day, once the wound has fully dried and healed, we'll use a metal wire, either zinc or iron, to gently secure the roots in place. After soaking and disinfecting the moss, we'll gently squeeze out the excess water. This step helps remove surplus moisture, which is important because overly wet moss can lead to poor air circulation around the roots and increase the risk of rot or fungal growth. By draining the water carefully, we keep the moss moist but well balanced, providing the ideal environment for the orchid's roots to breathe, absorb nutrients, and grow strong. Soaking moss in a baking soda solution serves several important purposes, especially when preparing it as a growing medium for orchids or other plants. Baking soda, being a mild alkaline substance, has excellent antifungal and antibacterial properties. When moss is soaked in this solution, it effectively eliminates harmful microorganisms such as bacteria, fungi, and pests that might be lurking within the moss. We'll use a hanger wire to hang this growing medium because this will be a very special way of planting, an upside-down method. We will place the roots at the bottom of the growing medium and plant the orchid upside down. This method helps the roots absorb nutrients and water more easily, thanks to gravity assisting the flow of the solution downward. With this setup, the leaves and flowers can grow freely and naturally, making it easier for them to develop strong and healthy. It's a clever technique that enhances absorption and supports better overall growth for the orchid. Now, we'll cover the growing medium with the moss we just prepared. This moss layer helps retain moisture around the roots, keeps the environment humid, and provides a natural cushion for the plant. It also adds an extra protective barrier that supports healthy root growth while keeping the plant looking lush and vibrant. This step is important to create the perfect balance of moisture and airflow for the orchid to thrive. Have you ever tried this method before? If you find it helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a great in the comments. Love you all so much. Thanks for being here with me. We'll use a spray bottle to mist the plant, giving it the moisture it needs. This helps keep the leaves hydrated and creates a humid environment that orchids love, especially when the air is dry. Regular misting supports healthy growth and keeps the plant looking fresh and vibrant. Alright, so we don't want to waste any of this leftover solution because it's full of nutrients that can help other plants in your garden thrive. The first step is to take a soft cloth or a gentle sponge and carefully wipe down the leaves of your orchid using this nutrient-rich mixture. Doing this in the early morning is really ideal. The light is softer, temperatures are cooler, and the plant's stomata, the tiny pores on the leaf surface, are more open. This means your orchid can absorb the vitamins and minerals through its leaves more effectively, giving it that lush, vibrant green color we all want to see. Now, when you wipe the top surface of the leaves, you're not just cleaning dust away. You're also removing small pests like red spider mites and aphids, which are known to cause damage to orchids by sucking out their sap. These pests can be hard to spot, but can really weaken your plant over time if left untreated. So this wiping process acts like a gentle pest removal treatment as well. Don't forget about the underside of the leaves. This part often gets overlooked, but it's super important. The underside of the leaves has more stomata, and it's where many pests and fungal spores love to hide. By cleaning here, you improve the leaf's ability to breathe and absorb nutrients while also preventing fungal infections that thrive in damp, dusty environments. So make sure to gently wipe both sides to give your orchid the best care possible. Talk about the second way to care for your orchids, using a spray bottle to mist the plants with this vitamin and mineral-rich liquid. This method is perfect for those of you who are a bit busy and don't always have time for more involved care routines. Because it's a liquid fertilizer, it's super easy for the plant to absorb the nutrients quickly through its leaves and roots. Spraying the plant helps stimulate growth and encourage those beautiful orchid flowers to bloom longer and stronger. The vitamins and minerals in the solution work together to support different parts of the plant, like the potassium that helps regulate water inside the cells so your leaves don't wilt, magnesium, which is essential for photosynthesis and making the leaves nice and green, and vitamin B, one that supports healthy root development and helps the plant recover from any stress or damage. Now, for the third way, we'll use this nutrient-rich liquid to water the orchid directly. Doing this helps the plant absorb essential vitamins and minerals from the coconut water and vitamin B1 through its roots, which is super important for overall health. When you water like this, especially early in the morning, it sets the stage for better photosynthesis throughout the day. That means the leaves become greener and stronger because they can produce more energy efficiently. For best results, doing this watering once or twice a month is ideal. It keeps your orchids healthy, pest-free, and encourages robust growth and beautiful blooms. So, watering with this vitamin and mineral mix is an easy but powerful way to support your orchid's growth from the roots up. Soak it for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, once the plant has absorbed enough of the nutrients, we'll gently dry the leaves using a soft cloth. This step is actually quite important. Drying the leaves not only helps remove excess moisture, which can invite bacteria or fungal issues, but also allows the plant to breathe more easily. When the leaves are dry, especially after soaking in a nutrient-rich solution, they're less likely to develop rot or fungus, particularly around the leaf folds or base. Plus, clean, dry leaves allow for better light absorption during photosynthesis. You'll notice that the surface becomes slightly shinier, and that's a good sign. It means the leaf pores, stomata, are clear and functioning well. This helps the plant continue absorbing carbon dioxide and releasing oxygen efficiently. After 3 months, you can clearly see how vibrant and healthy the roots have become. They've not only grown back strong, but they're also pushing outward and even curling upward against gravity, such an exciting sign of active growth. The root tips are a bright green, which means they're alive and absorbing nutrients well. You'll also notice how the new shoots are thick and full of life, a sure sign that this reverse planting method, combined with our nutrient-rich solution, is working beautifully. Because the roots were exposed and suspended, they could absorb moisture and nutrients more efficiently without being trapped in soggy medium. That's the magic of letting nature and gravity work together. This method doesn't just support root growth, it encourages the whole plant to respond. The leaves look firmer, more upright, and greener. It's all connected. Healthy roots mean better nutrient uptake, which leads to stronger leaves and eventually more blooms. As for the roots inside the pot, especially those attached closely to the base of the stem, yes, they're still incredibly healthy and strong. These roots act like the main pipeline for the plant, drawing in nutrients and moisture and channeling them directly to the entire plant structure. Because they're positioned right at the heart of the system, they're the first to absorb anything beneficial we give the plant. So even though some roots grow outward or upward in reverse planting, the ones tucked into the base are still doing critical work. They anchor the plant, keep it hydrated, and fuel its overall recovery and blooming process. Let's give the plant a gentle misting or a light watering to provide just enough moisture to keep it refreshed and balanced. This step helps rehydrate the roots slightly without overwhelming them, especially after the plant has gone through a treatment or repotting process. By providing just a bit of moisture, we're encouraging the plant to settle into its new growing environment and gently activating its natural recovery mechanisms. It's not about soaking, just keeping the humidity right so the roots can breathe and slowly start drawing in nutrients again. After 3 months, the orchid has grown vigorously, not only developing lush green leaves and healthy roots, but also beginning to produce flower spikes that are full of life and color. This kind of result is exactly what I had hoped for when applying the upside-down planting method. What's even more exciting is that I didn't test this technique on just one plant. I used the same method on 6 other orchids, and every single one of them showed incredible progress. The upside-down approach really allowed gravity to assist with nutrient flow, helping roots absorb moisture and nutrients faster, while also promoting stronger flower spike formation. Seeing those vibrant buds forming after weeks of care is such a rewarding moment. It shows that with the right method and patience, we can unlock the full blooming potential of our orchids. And that brings us to the end of today's video. Thank you so much for joining me on this orchid care journey. I truly hope you found these tips helpful and inspiring, especially this unique, upside-down planting method that has worked wonders for my orchids. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new upload. And hey, if you've tried this method or plan to, drop a comment below and let me know how it goes. I love hearing from fellow orchid lovers.